Alright, today I'm going to do a little bit of a departure from what I usually do on here. I'm going to show what I do when I'm not programming Atari games or playing Resident Evil, taking care of my kids, or writing music, which I just came up with a new song yesterday that I've been working on. What I do when I'm not playing Resident Evil is I play Grand Theft Auto 5 only with the zombie apocalypse mods. I have, and this is a multi-purpose video. I'm not only showing how an older computer can reliably be used to game, at least offline. I don't game online. How it can have relatively good performance, but also I'm showing how you can turn Resident Evil 5 into a legitimate survival zombie apocalypse game with a handful of mods that can be downloaded and applied to the game. Now I have a lot of mods that I use. That's part of the big reason that and I've said in other videos, that I use PC gaming primarily, is because the games can be relatively easily modified, and there's a massive community of modders. It's a lot harder to modify a console game. It's out there, but it's not as easy. I modded stuff back when the original Xbox came out, and Team Ninja was attacking people for modding Dead or Alive 3 and Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball and Soul Calibur and things like that. And I loved the modding community then. And I was into modding systems, and I even got the original Chameleon mod chip before it was, I guess, shut down. The chips interrupt the firmware or the original BIOSes of systems. I use modded systems. I use computers to mod games. I've done mods for my own games, and I apply mods. Don't be afraid to apply mods, because there's always a README file or something, and it's pretty easy. And I'm not going to link to the places where I got these mods, but, it's looking up the names is going to get you the results I got. You can Google whatever the names of these mods, and you can do this with your own GTA 5. Now, I'm going to either mute or carefully avoid any kind of copyright music that might show up. Okay, my game is started up here, and I'm going to go ahead and just sit out for a second. Before I play, I want to just clarify a couple of small little notes here. I'm going to be using 2 different zombie apocalypse mods combined. I'm also going to be using some other mods that go along with the zombie apocalypse mod. Also a character selection mod, a vehicle selection mod, some modified vehicles, modified characters, and just all around lots of mods. There's going to be several mods running at the same time. There's a slim chance for a minor error that can occur, but I'm hoping to avoid that with this presentation here. It's not common, but what I'm trying to show here, my goal is to show how you can make a realistic zombie apocalypse simulator using Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, okay, now I just want to lay out the stats here. This system I'm running was my work computer that I upgraded. I have a gaming computer, laptops. I have old computers. I have 8-bit computers. I'm a computer geek, okay, or nerd, whatever you want to call me. This is not on my gaming rig, though. My gaming rig would run this, like 4K, 60 frames a second, and be really smooth and great. This is on a 55-inch 4K Roku TV as a monitor. It looks, in my opinion, looks incredible. I totally recommend it for anyone who likes to game with HDMI. And it's a computer with a A8-3870 3 gigahertz processor. It's a AMD processor that usually has onboard graphics, but I've disabled that in favor of a special graphics card. The real hero of this presentation here is the graphics card, which I got as a Sapphire Radeon HD 5870 with 2 gigabytes of overclocked. So it is a graphics card that is way out of the park as far as all of the specs for its time. Now, it can't do ray tracing or a lot of the modern things that newer graphics cards do, but it is fast enough and has enough memory to run a lot of these games. And another video I'm going to do later will show I can run the Resident Evil 2 Remake 1080p legit on this system. Resident Evil 3 Remake works on this system. And it's a relatively old system. I'm using Windows 7, DirectX 11, and it's just an upgraded. It's an upgraded computer. This is an upgraded HP, and it's just it's an HP tower that I got. I think I probably got it from a pawn shop a long time ago, and I've upgraded every part of it. I've given it the most RAM it can have. That's the fastest RAM. I've given it the fastest processor that it can take without cooking itself. I've installed a custom side fan where the vent was on the case, and the best graphics card arguably that you could put in this system. A better power supply. The system has essentially been upgraded to the max. You know, there are a couple of graphics cards that might be better, but probably not. And there's one processor that's faster, but it's a cooker. I mean, it would probably cook itself. The ventilation in this system isn't so great because it's a small tower. Now, one thing I've done to make these games run better is I have allowed some space for the processor to breathe, putting it between 2.7 and 3 gigahertz with its power level, but also underclocking the graphics card slightly. Where it might start out at 850 or 900 megahertz, I cap it off at 800 megahertz. And this is something people can do if you notice that your system might be a little jittery or have little sputtering effects while you're playing the games. It seems that it's running well, but occasionally you'll get that kind of sputtering, jittering effect. That could be that your graphics card is kind of ramping itself up over and over again to try to keep up. And if you just underclock it slightly, it will alleviate that. And I've noticed that that's happened with this game. So I'm going to start it out. Now, this is not me playing GTA 5. I don't really play GTA 5. I played San Andreas a little bit and then modded it. You know, I was like 52 mods in my version of San Andreas. I'll show it later. It's incredible how many mods I've got going in San Andreas right now. I actually do play GTA 4 though, and I've only got a couple of mods. I've modded some of the graphics and added a couple of custom cars to GTA 4, but for the most part I actually play the game GTA 4 because I really enjoy it. And I probably would enjoy GTA 5. I love the characters, I love the voice actors and stuff, and you know, I'm sure it's a great game, but I've only really done the first couple of levels in the game, and then I started modding it, and that's where I sit with it. This is my backup zombie apocalypse emulator when I'm not playing Resident Evil or something like that. So, I've started out, and I've got Franklin, and he's in his house. I'm going to start my first mod, the Simple Zombies mod. You can download this. This adds survivors, zombies, you can save your settings, and it lets you make stuff. You can have a workbench and tables now, stuff like that. You can gather resources when you shoot down zombies. It adds all kinds of cool survival aspects, but it gets rid of all of the other people except survivors and all of the cars and stuff. It basically shuts off the city. And then I've populated the city with broken down cars. Now this Apocalypse mod has people in it. So I've started that. Now that's going to have the zombies from the Zombie Outbreak Simulator. That's the second one. Now I'm going to go back into the Simple Zombies and turn off infection mode. Okay, what that's going to do now, people are now active. So because I've done that, there are actually real people out there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and activate my character that I want to play as. I'm going to be Rebecca Chambers. This is the Ped Selector mod that lets you pick custom characters. Okay, now I'm going to use the native trainer mod to give my character all of the weapons to start with. That's just so she's armed to the teeth. And what this helps is later when you have cases to keep weapons in and stuff at your campsites, you can fill those cases with the weapons that you're not going to carry, and then later on after you've saved it, they'll be in those cases for later use. Okay, so now she's ready. She's got her weapons. Okay, I've started the zombie apocalypse. So now when I come out here you can see there are wrecked cars down the street. There are cars trying to deal with it. Now, if this was just the simple zombies mod, there wouldn't be normal people in cars everywhere. But you see, now there's normal people. That car just wrecked. See, there's normal people walking around. There's some normal people. In simple zombies, there are only a handful of survivors, some survivor bad guys, but there aren't normal people. So when you turn off the infection mode in simple zombies, you get the workbenches, the item creation, the resources, stuff like that. But then turning off the infection mode, you don't have the zombies, and you get real people. Then by using the zombies and the settings from the Apocalypse mod, then you get there we go. Then you get the zombies that will climb, that will try to get you, but will also infect others. What this has the effect of doing is making it so that the city is stuck fighting the zombie apocalypse too. And the military and the police come out and they're going to start shooting at hordes of zombies. You're going to see normal people walking around and or some running from zombies. Okay. I'm going to get my camera pretty close here. And I'm just going to crack out my binoculars here for just a second. And okay, let's look at now you can see people walking around, right? Now if you see somebody, when they programmed the zombie mod, they use the drunk walk. There's one right there. That's a zombie. Now you can only kill the zombies by shooting them in the head. And so you'll see the military and the police gather up and start attacking hordes of zombies. But a lot of times they're not effective because the zombies aren't getting shot in the head. There's a couple more. Now if they touch me, I die, but I think if they touch people, it turns them into more zombies. And this, see, there's one. This has the effect of creating big hordes of zombies all migrating. There's a normal guy who's just running. Okay? So just to kind of offer a little bit of a backdrop to what's going on. Now this place I've saved, and it's on the roof of a building. And if you look, I've got a tent you can sleep in to recharge yourself. I've got some cases for weapons. Now there's a military helicopter there that's attacking zombie hordes. And there are tanks going through the streets that will shoot. There are urban military vehicles that will shoot at stuff. That shaking, exploding is them shooting at stuff. Okay. Now down here, under that outcrop there, I have a thing. I'll show you real quick. I have a barrier down there, right there. That's blocking this way, because zombies can climb ladders, but they won't climb that barrier. So that protects me. I also have a barrier over there, and that blocks zombies from reaching that ladder. And then at the top of the ladder, I have a wall barrier that has to be climbed over. So this is kind of a safe house, kind of safe shelter rooftop that I've set up. And this is so I can get a position to start when all this happens. Now, I don't know how they got in, but there's one right there. who's trying to reach me. Like a lemming. Now the one problem that I have with this zombie mod is that they still have their normal yelling. I don't know where they came from. That's the first time that's ever happened. They got creative and figured out a way to sneak in here. But now that I've shot them, I can go and loot the body. So if I just go over here to where he is, oh, try not to kill myself here. Wherever one of them falls, whenever one falls, you can go up and loot them. And when you loot them, you'll get resources. And when you get the resources, you can use them to build things. So you start your inventory with I. There's my inventory menu. These are the things that I have already. I have some clean water, food. I've made Molotov cocktails. I've got packaged food. There's a blueprint for creating it. See, it says obtained from stores. So if I go to a store and loot the store, I can get the food. Then here are the resources. These are things you get from gathering from felled zombies. And you use the resources combined with crafting tables and campfires and stuff. Like you use a campfire to sterilize dirty water, and you use a bottle to put the sterilized water in, and then you have clean drinking water. Now at the bottom of the screen, hopefully you can see, is a stamina, thirst, and hunger meter that's constantly going. It's getting dark. Also, this has vehicle trunks that can be used and fuel. So when you get a vehicle, it runs out of fuel constantly, except for the modded vehicles. If you get I have a mod motorcycle that's the Canada motorcycle from Akira, and also the Batmobile. Those don't run out of fuel. But if I go and jack a car and drive it around, it will start running out of fuel. Also, in this game, it's part of the Simple Zombies mod, the blue dots on the map are friendly survivors. The red dots and red cars are enemy survivors. And you can actually recruit good guy survivors and have them follow you in a vehicle, ride with you, protect you, guard you, fight with you and stuff. That's part of the Simple Zombies mod. So at the core, what I'm doing here is I'm using all of the survival parts of the Simple Zombies mod, but I'm using the zombies from the Apocalypse mod. That way I can have normal people in the city, police, military, normal vehicles mixed in with the survivors and the zombies. And I think this makes a pretty good zombie apocalypse mod, especially, there's one, especially in that you get all of the chaos of the normal people dealing with it. And even if zombies can get up that ladder, they can't get past that barrier wall. So I don't really have to worry too much, I don't think, of anyone getting up here. Now if I get in a vehicle, I'll try to make sure to turn the radio off as fast as I can so that I don't get copyright strikes, because I don't want to get a copyright strike for having a copyrighted song happen. Now those are zombies, and I can just, now you want to look around you when you shoot them though, because sometimes you're shooting somebody's friend that turned into a zombie and it will turn them into an enemy. So way over here I got red dots coming towards my location. Those are bad guy survivors. That's a bad guy survivor vehicle. And it messed up. See, that unhandled exception just happened. That is from killing an enemy an enemy in the game that's part of the game, and also a bad guy survivor. It causes an unhandled exception. I don't think it affects the game It might. I don't know. Yeah, it has an error in script hook from that happening. I was hoping to avoid that happening, but for now that's not going to matter. Now the time left at the bottom is listed from a item drop. If you go and find the item drops, then you get weapons and stuff. If you're not using like a weapons mod where you get all the weapons at once, you'll have to go and create weapons and store them and try to get weapons from the items drops. So I go up to this and then put stuff. Oh crap, I need to get out of here because they're shooting at me. Don't know why they did that just now. Yeah, that's weird. There's someone military, I think, shot at me. Anyway, I can go up to these cases and I can put items in the case. So if I look here, I can put the snowball, vintage pistol, PDW, sweeper shotgun. I can just run through here, and stuff that I might want later, I can go ahead and put into this case. Okay, and because when you do the total weapons, it gives you everything. And so whatever I might want to keep, I'll keep on me, but all of this other stuff I can just go ahead and put in the case. Then if I start, maybe I don't want to do the mod, I'll have some weapons backed up in the weapons case. And I can just, have a good amount of weapons on me. Certain things I don't want a musket, I'm not going to use a stun gun. The petrol cans for later if I'm going to refuel a car. I don't want a golf club or a minigun or a smoke launcher. So yeah, you can go through and fine tune this. This backs up stuff that you might want to use later, but it also lets you relieve yourself of all of the things you're never going to use that are part of your gun inventory. It's a little hard to dig through because it doesn't have like page segmentation, so you kind of have to click through it like I'm doing. Kind of annoying. It also has all the weapons, so it has the firework launcher, sawed-off shotgun, the homing launchers in there, crowbars and daggers. Of course, I'm just going to use guns for now. Now, if you die, then the Ped Selector will reset you as a character. It'll reset you as the guy, as the rich guy or whatever, so that it doesn't crash the character selector mod. But you can see I'm kind of getting close to what I want here. Okay, that's good enough for now. I think it's raining really hard. Let me see if I can even give myself. Let's see. I'll drink some clean water. There we go. That's going to cure my thirst. There we go. My thirst and hunger are now taken care of. There's a Apache helicopter kind of flying around right there, shooting at zombies. Now this is 1080p with, I think, pretty good settings. Most of it's high settings. Of course, I'm recording this with the camera pointed at my TV. I really don't know how great that's going to end up looking, but for the most part, see, it's running smooth. And one thing that you're doing when you do this mod is adding the extra element of wrecked vehicles, item creation, survivor characters, bad guy survivor characters, plus the heavy presence of military and police constantly attacking zombie hordes, zombie hordes, it pushes the game a little harder than what your normal GTA 5 experience is going to be, because there's going to be more people and much more military and police interactions with those people. So it can bog your stuff down. It can bog your system down a little bit. Now, I've stayed up on this building for a while just to kind of get comfortable and to explain what's going on. Here soon, though, I'm going to go ahead and activate my Kaneda Akira bike, and I'm going to drive around. I'm going to drive around the city, hopefully not get killed too easy. That helicopter seems to be taking interest in me. I don't know why. There's two of them there now. The thing to worry about, though, are the little urban mobile tanks that the military uses, the wheeled tanks, or the tanks themselves, because they will indiscriminately blow you up if you're near them. They'll be shooting at waves of zombies, but they'll end up blasting you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get down from my little safe house here. You see it says failed to retrieve crate. That's because there's constantly crate drops as part of the simple zombie mod. Oh, great. I just died. Well, we get to see it turns you into him after you die. Okay. Now I got a ton of mod characters that I like. I've also installed the Superman mod, which gives you superhero powers. And so I'm going to go ahead and change back into the character that I like. I've also got Spider-Gwen, Batman, Queen of England, Claire Redfield from Revelations 2, Hunk, Leon from the original Resident Evil 4, Sherry Birkin from Resident Evil 6, Superman, and Supergirl. And you can give any of them superpowers. Once you turn on the superpowers for Superman, then you can use those for anyone. So it's not just limited to Superman. I'm going to go ahead and add her weapons. Okay, I'll go ahead and get a gun out. Now, I'm going to mute this just for a second. Okay, and I'm going to bring out my vehicles. Okay, and the two mod vehicles I have, Batmobile and the Kaneda bike called a Vindicator, are on there. Okay, now I'm going to get on my bike, and this is to avoid copyrights and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the radio. Okay, now I should be able to unmute it. There we go. So now I've got no radio on, and I'm going to drive around my Kaneda bike here. Now sometimes, as you can see right there, the car mod that puts broken down cars everywhere can mess up. And I think I figured out how to fix that, like you run into the car or something. Let me see. You just climbed on it. There's a way to get it to correct it, and the car will then be on the ground like it's supposed to, but there are a few of that throughout the city. There's not a lot of it, but it is there. Now I'll go ahead and I like to drive down here. This is just to give a kind of a view of how fast this bike actually really gets. This bike is flat ass flying. It's a rocket bike. Now the Batmobile is the same way, but the Batmobile has front mounted machine guns. I got the '89 Batmobile from the '89 Tim Burton Batman. It's my favorite. The Batman I got is like the '89 Batman. And it looks pretty good. I don't like the running animation because his boots pop through his cape. I guess that might have something to do with DX11 or the OS I'm using or something. Okay, now we're back up on the normal streets here. Now the reason I did this concoction of several mods at once was because I wanted to have normal people still running around, have the police and military and stuff still there. The simple zombies mod is great. It's an excellent mod. And I kind of like the zombies from that mod better than the Apocalypse one. They won't climb. The Apocalypse ones, the zombies will climb ladders and stuff. But it's worth sacrificing the zombies from the Simple Zombies mod to add the zombies from the Apocalypse mod when you get all of the other extras. Like those are normal people running. Oh goodness, there's a tank, mobile tank. I'm getting out of here. He'll just blow me up. Like I said, indiscriminately he will blow me up. Now if I can find a firefight between the military or the police and zombies, you'll see kind of how they are. Now there's a guy, there's a zombie. And then there's a guy running from the zombies. Oh wait, no, he got turned. Okay. I'm gonna aim for that. That looks like fun. Probably get me killed. But hey. Oh man, I really got to be trucking to hit that. Let's go way back. And of course, there's vehicles blocking. Now you can push the burnout vehicles and get them out of the way. So that works. Darn it. I think I ran over a corpse and that ruined it for me there. Now, if a zombie touches you while you're on a vehicle, they'll pull you out of the vehicle and then kill you. So just, that's what was about to happen right there. He was trying to pull me out. So yeah, no touchy. Anyway, I'd like to ramp off that thing, but I happen to have some corpses and I'm tracking the blood and running them over and stuff. There we go, now get out of the way. There we go. Well, all that for just a little hop. And I actually die more from crashing my bike than from any zombies. Now, if you're going to play the game without all the weapons and you have to craft weapons and stuff, then yeah, it gets really stressful. Especially when you run out of fuel, you have enemies attacking you. See, now there's a normal person running. There's someone just hanging out, what, maybe reading a newspaper. Someone's talking on their phone. It speaks to the longevity of Grand Theft Auto 5 to see such diversity. That because little touchscreen phones were starting to be a big deal, and that's still such a strong thing now. It adds longevity to the game. This game, of course, is what is it? It's over 10 years old now, I think, or something like that. And they haven't come out with a new one yet, I don't think. And it's still good. It's still got great graphics and guy just called me a terrible name in Spanish. Okay. I like it that it's daylight. I can actually kind of see better what's going on if I run into a fight between zombies. Also, just like in normal GTA, if you hit another person's car, they're apt to chase after you and try to attack you and stuff. In fact, I think you can still keep the game itself going to a degree. You can still try to complete missions and stuff. My bike is messed up. It's not accelerating properly. Oh, it's out of fuel. I just realized. My bike is out of fuel. It's being affected by a lack of fuel. Hadn't even considered that. I thought the mod bike didn't have fuel, but that really helps to explain a lot. Okay, let's see here. I don't think I have fuel, but I'll check. Oh, actually, I think it's in weapons. Yeah, it'd be in here. I think I put it away. So, well, rather than deal with that, I'll go ahead and, there's a big wave of zombies right there. We get out here, get some distance. Power plant. And they're all coming at me. Of course, it's good to put your back to something in the zombie apocalypse. You want to close off your access points. I just knocked him down. He's going to get back up. Okay. Now, ideally, you'd want to go and search these guys. I'll go ahead and try that. Okay. And there it is. I'm looting. I got 2 resources from him. Okay. I'll go ahead and get some resources here. And as I'm picking up these resources, I'm getting the ability to for item creation with the workbenches, also the campfire. And when you're out in the open like I am, you'll attract them from all directions. It's really not safe. And there's no escaping or punching them or anything. They touch you and you're dead. That's how the zombies work. They touch you, you're immediately dead. And like I said earlier, the one thing I would change about this mod is that they yell when you shoot them in a non-fatal way. They yell like a normal person, which I think takes away from some of the zombie-ish effect here. No big whoop. I can get over it. For the most part, it's an extremely stable zombie mod. So, I guess I could run back to a gas station, but rather than do that, you know, actually I just realized one thing that would be easy to do is just refill my weapons, and then I'll automatically have the fuel case, and then hopefully I can refuel my bike if I want to. Of course, I can just summon a new bike. Now look here. Here we have the police shooting at zombies. With some profanity mixed in there. And they're not going to kill the zombies because they're not, see, they just knocked them over. Okay. They keep knocking him over, but they're never shooting him in the head. So he's just gonna keep on getting up. Oh. Okay. Oh boy, there's a lot of them here. Probably not the best place to stand around. Now get out of the street so I don't get run over. And this is going to really add fire to the chaos. There we go. Probably a really stupid thing to do. Okay. Oh, here we go. There we go. Mild protective barrier there. Okay. Oh boy. And you can see they're coming at me. See this? They'll probably climb this barrier, I imagine, to try to reach me. I think I'm blocked by the barrier, yep, so I can't shoot them. And they're just kind of trotting after me. I'm gonna... Crap, get up. Oh no. Oh. Crap! It's actually safer to get hit by a car than by a zombie. Here we go. Oh God. There we go. Phew! I can't believe I've survived this long. And I think I blew up my bike. So I'll go ahead and make the bike again. Okay, I'm going to mute it. Get on my bike. Turn off the radio. That was already off. And then I'm going to get out of here. There we go. Wait a minute. There we go. Hope that wasn't enough to get me to strike there, but oh boy. So yeah, it's a really super fun mod. Maybe if you're tired of GTA 5, it can breathe life into your old game. Maybe if you don't like GTA games, but you love zombie apocalypse games, this will work. One thing is, okay, just to wax intellectual a little bit, Resident Evil is widely considered like the pinnacle of zombie apocalypse games and one of the funnest resource management, the father of modern survival horror, stuff like that. But in all honesty, there are more monster and like less plagueis, parasite kind of bad guys than there are zombies. The zombies in Resident Evil are either in 2 and 3 or in 6, in the parts with Leon Kennedy in 6. In 4, they're all Las Plagas parasite people. So in 5, it's all Las Plagas infected. So it's a lot of monsters and you know, umbrella creations all kind of mixed in with the fighting. So this was a bad idea. Yeah, very bad idea to go there, because they'll accidentally blow me up just being around them. So suppose you want a more purist approach to your zombie game, like maybe like The Walking Dead kind of setting, where it's really just zombies and there's no like hunter, BOW, you know, machinations of horror from Umbrella stuff. This is just your plain and simple zombie apocalypse in a city simulator using GTA 5 as the backdrop. And I think they did this for San Andreas. Somebody did the same effect for San Andreas. I actually got a boat put away somewhere over here on an island. I think it's right there. I think I'm looking right at it. Yeah, you can get a sailboat and go out. Because one of the first things I did was I thought, okay, zombie apocalypse, get a boat and get on an island so that people can't reach you. And it actually worked, but it makes it harder, obviously harder to get resources. No, darn it. I'm going to get off my vehicle. I accidentally turned on a different radio. Okay, somewhere over here. Oh no, that's not it. It looks kind of like it though, but it's an island somewhere out there. I've got a boat set back, and actually there's jet skis down there, and you can go grab one of those and take off, and I could take the jet ski to go find my boat if I wanted to. Yeah, just like regular, you can go get in a fighter jet. You can go out to the aircraft carrier and get into a fighter jet and take off. So yeah, this is it's probably the best zombie game, just zombies. I'm not going to be crazy and say it's better than like Resident Evil 2 remake or even like whoa. That's a mountain lion kind of puma animal there hanging out. I am no threat to him. He's just ignoring me. That's pretty cool. I bet if I got off my bike, he would totally maul me. So yeah, if you paid attention, this is using the Simple Zombies mod. I'll go ahead, I'm going to get up here. All the animals are out. Yeah, there's a coyote, or a wolf I mean, and I'm using a lot of different mods all combined. I'm going to go ahead and just sit here for a second and look out at the city. But yeah, the level of detail they put into this game, just the game itself, without all these mods and stuff, it's really commendable. They made an extremely good video game. If I was going to nitpick, you know, and they did this on purpose, you know, they gave it exceedingly high levels of profanity. And I understand, like, places like New Jersey and New York and stuff, certain parts of California, people are like that. And this is meant to represent one of those cities and an alternate kind of world where, you know, it's just profane. It exaggerates the profanity, like South Park or something like that. But if I was going to change anything about the actual, just the game itself, GTA 5, I'd take out some of the profanity. I would make the profanity more accurate to real world interaction, where people aren't just, you know, openly, exceedingly profane. And of course, people are getting more like that nowadays. that was the one thing I really didn't like so much about them. I love the games though. And of course, that's how Rockstar is selling the game. It's got that South Park kind of appeal where it is intentionally exceedingly profane. Okay, now it gave me the fuel is getting low, so now I guess is an opportunity to see if I can even refuel my bike. I know I can refuel a vehicle, but and it's actually telling me where to go, which is cute. Oh god. Now look at that thing. Instead of driving and end up crashing. Now, for a challenge, I would recommend, starting this game up, turning on the apocalypse modes, and don't use any of the free weapons, mods, or anything like that. Just face it from the perspective of somebody who starts with nothing but their hands, and then you get resources, and with resources you can have a workshop kind of table to build weapons and do stuff with it like that. So you can build yourself up from nothing. You can also make friends. You can, like I said earlier, you can recruit heroic survivors that will team up with you and help you out. All right, there we go. Now I'm refueling, but I'm thirsty. So I'm going to hit I, inventory, and then I'm going to hit the clean water a couple times. Now my bike's refueled. Now it's saying that I'm hungry. Guess I'm going to eat some food. I wouldn't eat meat. I'm not a meat eater, but they put that in the game. Whatever. If I had my choice, I'd just have it be packaged food, and then maybe have it so you can, if you're that type of person, you can turn meat into a packaged food. Just make packaged food a more universal thing. In this mod, packaged food is stuff you've lifted from mini marts and grocery stores and stuff. And then there's meat. So it's like, oh, I guess you don't ever eat vegetables in this world. And, you can't eat a stir fry or something. Anyway. Now, a lot of the wrecks happen because of the broken down vehicles littering the streets everywhere. Somebody very creatively put them in places to cause the most disruption and the most chaos. Now, there's a whole bunch of zombies down that street. Eventually, as you keep going and playing this game, you end up with massive, moving waves of zombie hordes. And it ends up having that like Walking Dead kind of feel where they're looking out at ahead, and it's nothing but a giant wall of zombies. If I can go the wrong way here to get away from that guy's also driving the wrong way down a one way. People walking right in the middle of the street, and you can run zombies down. You can hit them with your car. You can get a tractor trailer and just mow down zombies. But a lot of times it won't kill them right away. Oh crap! That was you. Actually saw a YouTuber that was a Japanese guy who was making a Akira bike from scratch, and it looked amazing. I don't know if he ever finished it, but he was really close to finishing it the last video I saw. There was one. Now, some of these places have, there, that's fuel right there. So I can go up and, I don't know if I can actually pick, I think I picked it up. No, I didn't. I just broke their decorative tree in front of their store there. Clumsy of me. I don't think I can enter this one. There are certain stores, though, I think you can enter to get packaged food, if I remember correctly. But yeah, at first you've just got, you know, people running from a handful of zombies, and then you get waves of them. And I've played this for hours and hours, and then went up on a building top with my binoculars out and just saw a massive parade of undead with the military shooting at them and with cops running and stuff. And it's just a really legitimate zombie apocalypse simulator once you do these mods. Exactly. Now, of course, you don't need the a Ped Selector where you can be anybody you want. You don't need the weapons and vehicle selectors. You can just have the 2 zombie mods to get this effect that I'm doing here. Hey, I'm going to go through. There, I went through that truck. Oh no. No! Run. Wait, that was a normal person. I am so lucky that that was a normal person, because he almost touched me and that would have killed me immediately. Okay. So it's good to find places high up to hide. Yeah, these are normal people. It's good to have a boat, and it's good to set up a few places to camp out if you have to. Well, those people are normal. That's a normal guy. See, he's not drunk walking. There's a guy on his phone taking a picture of something. I love it. I love the diversity of this game. You had to intentionally program this level of diversity into the lesser GTA games. I don't think you can ride the rides. I think that part's turned off. I think money is turned off. And that's part of the Simple Zombies mod. Yeah, you do not have enough money. It costs $15 to ride the Leviathan. So I'd get in the front. I always ride roller coasters in the very front cart. That way if you puke, it's not getting on me, and if I puke, you're all going to get it. And not really. I actually do it because it's funner. It's funner to ride in the front. There, I'm at the top of the roller coaster. And the zombies are here now. People are running. There's one that just got turned. Ambulance. So I guess if you wanted, You could make a campfire at the top of that and purify water. So yeah, let's see if I can do something crazy here. Oh crap. There we go. Oh no. Okay. Alright, let's try again. 5. There we go. Yes, now it's facing the right way. And see, I was there, and most of the people there were just hanging out. And then the zombie wave came, and now they're all running, the military's shooting at it. I remember this place from, I think from San Andreas, or one just like it. Try to avoid any kind of copyright strikes in case I want to put this up. Even though this has been probably a relatively boring video, I'm really just kind of trying to show the overall look of the mod in action. And they're just kind of liquidating zombies, I guess. There's a tractor I can get in. They missed those two zombies right there. There's a wave of them right there. Like 20 zombies. Oh God. Glad I looked around, this was one about to get me. And that got me. So yeah, the show. Oh, it's a different hospital. He's all beat up. So I'll show real quick. I've got the simple zombies mod, and then you turn on infection, survivors, load whatever you got. Okay, you do that one. Then you do the zombie outbreak simulator and do start apocalypse. Then you go back to the simple zombies and turn off infection mode. That'll give you people and cars from the real world. Okay. Then you can do the native trainer. That gives you all the weapons, players, vehicles, change the weather, teleport, stuff like that. Still got that error message from earlier. You can also do the add-on spawner. So yeah. There's a huge wave of zombies coming this way. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little look at a zombie apocalypse simulator as it can be made using Grand Theft Auto 5.